Moving on is a simple thing. What it leaves behind is hard. It's not how big your pencil is, it's how you write your name. If I were President of the United States, I'd build a great wall along the Mexican border and not let anybody in. I liked jazz, but I could never play it. You just sit there with a guitar the size of a Chevy on your chest, wearing a stupid hat, playing the same solo for an hour. I treat people the way I want to be treated, which makes me odd. The Bible and several other self-help or enlightenment books cite the 7 deadly sins. They are pride, greed, lust, envy, wrath, sloth, and gluttony. That pretty much covers everything that we do, that is sinful or fun for that matter. If you guys are going to be throwing beer bottles at us, at least make sure they're full. No, I care more about what God knows than what man says. I guess because I had such a horrible life growing up, going from place to place not knowing what I was gonna do and ending up being homeless. There was a lot of pain and a lot of anger that was coming out through my guitar playing. I care about what the fans feel. Megadeth is a legend, and I'm not gonna cheapen it like some of these bands that keep going long after they should. My guitar was a loyal person to me. What I couldn't say verbally I was able to express physically through the guitar. The very first school book that was written had God all over it. Playing live is basically just hyperactivity and a certain sense of enchantment that I deliver to the audience, to let them know what it would be like to be inside my head. I think we were trying to get off Combat from the moment we were on Combat. Megadeth doesn't sound anything like Metallica. I've never believed in singing about Satan and thinking he's cool, because he's not. The guitar influence that affected my songwriting came from the new wave of British heavy metal. My mom and dad got divorced when I was very young, and growing up in a family where the head of the household wasn't a man made a big difference. I didn't like the way I was let go from Metallica. Penelope Spheris is a wonderful lady. Well, the stuff that I liked growing up was AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, but I also liked the Beatles and guys like Cat Stevens and Elton John. When you've got somebody who's a flaming liberal like Bill Maher calling you out, something's wrong. I was always the new kid in school. I'm the kid from a broken family. I'm the kid who had no dad showing up at the father-son stuff. I'm the kid that was using food stamps at the grocery store. I am interested in politics. Next thing you know, they'll take your thoughts away. I collect books and I have some really old school books, and God is mentioned on every single page. One of my first records that I heard was "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. I got to the studio one day and Jay told me the others had spent $4,000 on coke, heroin and hamburgers. I had stuck my flag in the ground, and from then on we were going out with all guns blazing. I wrote, "Peace sells, but who's buying?" And I thought, oh my God, what did I just say? It was an important song and an important moment. If you get involved in witchcraft, there are consequences. If you can afford the risk, then, by all means, follow your heart. Growing up poor, I know what it's like to have to work hard for your money. Driving in California is so fucked up. You basically need a crash helmet to get into your car. I've voted Democrat and Republican, and I've abstained. So if anyone's saying they know how I'm gonna vote, they got their heads up their cooters. I don't even like to be called a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I don't wanna push that on anybody. The easiest thing to say about Dave Mustaine is that he's loaded, he's drunk, he's an alcoholic, or he's mean or whatever. I'd be kidding myself if I said I'd never thought I wouldn't want to have to follow us, because there's been some times when we've been opening for other bands and it didn't work out so well for them. When you haven't done it for a while and then you do it again, it's like walking across a bridge over a low river of shit and you've fallen off the bridge. I basically hate all NFL teams now because they all have long hair, and that's stupid. Luck to me is not having faith. I totally have faith in where I'm going right now. Being a forefather is cool, I guess, but it doesn't sit well with me because I'm used to being part of the pack. I thought, am I afraid? And then I said, no, I'm fucking pissed. Part of me would have liked that success. The little boy inside me that wants to be famous. The boy that sits with his guitar in the mirror. I can listen to my first records drunk or sober. I'm proud of all that stuff. Luck to me is not having faith. I totally have faith in where I'm going right now. I was lost at that time, as everybody was. The music business had imploded. It will always perplex me that a guy at the height of his powers wanted to go and do pop music with a Japanese chick. It bugs me when people say I'm mean. It's like, you haven't got a clue. The reputation is still in circulation, but it's never been right.